For this project, you're gonna need a piece of paper, a pencil, something for color, and I suggest having a dark marker to outline things, but that's not a requirement, just if you'd like. We're gonna begin with our paper and portrait with our pencil so that we can erase. And we're gonna draw a long arch shape, kind of like a big stretched out rainbow. So fill your paper with a nice tall arch. And then connect one side of the bottom of the arch to the other with a horizontal line. And if you want it to wiggle a little bit, it can. Now we're gonna make some parallel lines. Remember, those are lines that run right next to each other. So right next to that arch you made, draw another parallel line. But when you get to the top, right where I'm putting that dot, you're going to come into a V shape. So take that arch down into a V and come back up, and then another parallel line following the arch you drew in the beginning. Kind of looks like a big tall letter M. Now you can draw some letter W's for the feet. And you've almost drawn a penguin. Let's add some wings. For those, you can draw one curved line out and in, and another one. But if you have other ideas for shapes for wings, you can use them. I use kind of like a curved triangle. Add some circles for your eyes, and an upside down triangle for your beak, and voila! There you have it, a little penguin. But it is cold, so we need to have a scarf. Let's draw a curved line underneath that beak we drew. So from one side to the next of your penguin, a little bit of a curve going across his body, and that parallel line right underneath. See how they're right next to each other? They're parallel. I'm gonna make some tails coming off the scarf because maybe it's windy where the penguin is. And now I'm gonna erase a few things. I'm gonna erase the spots where I can see the penguin through the scarf, because you couldn't see him through the scarf, right? So take those off, and I can see a little bit of the wing behind the longer parts of the scarf. So I'm gonna take those out too. So always remember, anywhere something overlaps or goes on top of another thing you've drawn, you need to erase the lines in the back. All right, there you have it, a cute little penguin in a scarf. If you'd like, you can use a dark marker or crayon to outline the lines you're keeping. That's why we always start with our pencil. And once we know what we want to keep, we can go back over it. I'm going fast because this video is sped up. You will take your time and go a little slower to make sure that you're carefully tracing all of your lines. Now once you finish tracing with dark lines, we need to put in a horizon line, right? So we can have a sky and a ground. So draw that horizontal line from one side of your page, but whoop, when you get to your penguin, jump over and continue on the other side. Now you've got your sky, you've got your ground, you've got your penguin and a scarf, and it is time to decorate. This is the fun part. So get whatever you'd like for color and start making your picture awesome. And I have sped this video up. You will not color this fast. Now remember, when you're adding color to your sky, that color is going to go all the way from your horizon line to the top of your paper, or from the top of your paper down to that horizon line, because that's where the sky and the ground come together. So we fill that whole space with color. You can add other things to show snow or wind. Be creative with your sky, but fill it up all the way down to that horizon line. You might also want to try adding a shadow underneath your penguin. That would make it stand out a little bit more. To do that, you're just going to change the value of the color you use for the ground. See how I'm pressing a little harder with my blue crayon to make a darker shadow underneath them. Now it is time to work on the scarf. This part's going to be really fun. I'm going to select a couple colors here because I want to make sure I have a pattern in my scarf. Now remember, patterns are anything that repeat. You could have stripes, you could have polka dots, you could have any repeating shape that you can come up with. I think I am going to do primary colors. Red, blue, and yellow are our primary colors, and I'm going to make them stripes. So I'm going to start with my yellow stripe right here, color that in nice and good. You know what? I need something else a little snazzier. Let's also add some polka dots. Let me put some polka dots here. And again, patterns are anything you can think of that repeat. Maybe look at one of your favorite outfits. Do you see patterns there? Have fun, be creative, and I can't wait to see what you make.